No, I was about to tell the viewers that it's funny that she's asexual, but she wants to experiment.
You go
So
on. I'm listening.
Did I win? Really? Okay. So I'm guessing that everybody has answered the question, right?
You know, truth be told, when they want to talk about prostitutes and money, I was someone who get into relationship.
We can
I
still
always blow
do
my,
that.
and sexual experiences.
if I always blow my, I wanted to talk about sex, so I not talk about relationship.
I think that's what you and Danny did push for.
So we're doing basically Dr. Anthony Cuff, sex and relationships. That's basically what we're
That
gonna do.
man still do radio?
Apparently.
Oh, wow. Anthony Cuff, Chestantin's former father-in-law.
He never did.
Wait, he died?
No.
Okay.
I must be
So what
thinking
exactly about sex you did want to talk about?
Experience.
the
I'm
experience.
betting
Which
experience.
experience you can share? Really, phone you can share from
Okay. No, remember
internet.
no. Remember
All right, guys, we're not doing that thing again where all around that talk one time.
when we mean
Sorry.
experience, not our individual experiences, but the caliber of experience that a partner would have. Right? So you have a woman who has a 3 out of 10 fellatio skill, for example, as compared to a woman who has like a 9 out of 10. That's what we're talking about. If I'm wrong, tell me, Leo.
No, it was something along those lines, but I think I kind of like where the conversation went tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
But hold on. Guys are not afraid to say what they want, but females, y'all just think that we should know, but you never tell us.
Like, to be honest, like, some guys, like, they just shut their mouth because they know that it doesn't even make any sense.
Because the woman not gonna do it.
Or they might go think that if you tell them, say, we want to try this, they might go assume, say, they might do something wrong. Right? It's like,
Yeah, then take offense very quickly.
It's not even worth it.
All right, for retrospect, and don't dig too much in your experiences, but like Elle and Danny, what? This is a charged question, but I'm still gonna ask it. Let's see where we go. What do you prefer when it comes on to? Let's start simple. Role play. What do you prefer for that? Or what do you, based on, not just based on your experience, but based on other females that you've interacted with in your lifetime?
Will we get flagged for these kind of conversations on YouTube?
I literally tag you people for not for kids, so I think you're fine. So you're not gonna show up on YouTube Kids. I'm pretty sure.
What was the question?
Based on your own tastes and what you've experienced and talked about with other females, what are the commonalities you realize that females want when it comes on to, like, for example, foreplay? Let's start off simple.
Foreplay.
If you even believe in such a thing.
Yeah, I believe in foreplay. as a
Asexual person.
asexual person.
Viewers,
because
what
I think.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I won't even
What were you saying?
No, I was about to tell the viewers that it's funny that she's asexual, but she wants to experiment.
You go on. I'm listening.
I'll leave the floor to Danny. Go right ahead.
If you're asexual, guys, that means you don't really get sexually activated like regular people. So I think foreplay is necessary for kind of get stimulated. So it's kind of like an outward stimulation. From my understanding of regular people and how them feel sexually charged, it's something that happens inward. So for me, I have to be physically activated before we feel anything.
Meaning outwardly thwarted before you get in the mood.
Yeah.
Mm.
So for me, foreplay would be necessary, but that don't mean say the actual act of sex now I go be fulfilled. It ends at foreplay.
I'm
So
laughing.
when I know.
I'm laughing for so many reasons.
Oh, God.
Oh dear.
So I think the person who has the most experience in this whole group is Elle. I pass over to her.
Most experience in what regard?
You're married. You should know.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm sorry. My
As in-
experience, you'd be surprised to know you have more experience than me.
Oh, you know that.
You're married. Wait, hold on. You are married.
Exactly.
You are.
I'm so confused with what you just said also.
Okay, I was talking about. Okay, let me know.
As it relates to.
Do tell. I'm so confused. Apparently, me I give a lot of stuff then. So my marriage is a sham.
All right. Let me help you along. I need to put my neck on the line right now.
Oh Lord. Are you sure you want to do that?
To help Elle out, even if she make me throw myself under the bus and don't do nothing about it.
Don't be like Rasno and the hack and throw yourself under a speeding taller bus. Please. Unless you see it necessary.
I think it's necessary. She has to come out of her shell.
Well, I'll follow your lead because I have no shame.
I know you ain't got none.
It is when
Leo ain't got none.
it is when dropping shame you gain the greatest knowledge.
That's true.
Mm.
All right. So I've only had a sexual experience with 3 people in my lifetime. And I would have to say only one person out of the 3 cared about foreplay. So, and that didn't last long, funny enough. But that was my longest relationship. So it's just kind of like a half and half out of that. I wouldn't say I have more sexual experience than Elle because I don't know how many people she's had it with. You're free to say or not say. We won't discriminate.
We won't judge.
I hope I speak for Leo as well when I say we won't discriminate. Right, Leo?
I know the answer, so I'm good.
Oh, God.
Oh, gosh. All right. Now you can take it away.
All right. You have 300% more experience than me in that regard.
Okay.
I think she speaks about the fact that she has maybe more diverse than you, but in case of quantity,
Okay.
you
I
clearly
think,
would.
quantity-wise, you beat me. I guess.
No, not she beat you.
No.
You beat her.
No, she's saying that she has more partners, but you have more sex.
Yeah.
That's what she's
true.
saying.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Truth be told.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't even have anything to even judge again.
No. We're not asking you to judge anything. We're just asking you. And this is why I structured the question the way I did.
All right, go back to the original question.
The original question is, hold on. The original question was, as it relates to, as a starting point, foreplay, what have you realized as a commonality between what you've experienced and what you've realized in your talks and interaction with other females?
When it comes to foreplay.
When it comes to foreplay, that's where we're starting. Baby.
Yeah, it's a necessity. We based off of my experience and off of what I heard, it doesn't necessarily just go straight in. That's for you guys. It does literally nothing for some. I mean, not say all, but some women. I mean, truth be told, the most pleasure we get probably is come from the foreplay because sometimes.
It's the anticipation of the act, isn't it?
Yeah. You okay?
Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, so it's essential, especially for females. That entire building up, it goes a long way. So sometimes when you're in the actual act, you get what you want, like what we're saying with the females. Like I said, female know what female wants, and sometimes men don't know what you want.
No, not sometimes. All the time, you don't know what you want.
Sometimes you guys don't know what you want, and sometimes you just make no move to tell you what you want. So it's just like, so if we tell you, it just kind of just break
the fantasy,
break the vibes to either way. So for us, for me, I enjoy that section, the foreplay section. That I don't enjoy everything else. Just saying, for future reference. This is no discrimination. Remember?
We're not discriminating anybody.
I'm not discriminating you.
Leo, would you like to retort?
You're discriminating my entire sexual life.
Leo, would you like to retort, my brother?
Retort with what? Let's finish.
Is he finished?
I'm just saying, the act is nice. Don't get me wrong. The act is also nice. It's the main course. It's the entree. Yeah, it's the build-up.
All right.
But, it's the appetizer at the front.
You don't have to speak it up for suit. You can speak honestly.
I am speaking honestly. But, the appetizer, you always look forward to the appetizer. I say, what you call it? Beginning, the build-up, whatever you want to refer to it as. It gets you in the mood. It gets you started. And sometimes the main course, you don't know what to expect with the main course.
But you guys are getting very general.
Like this, don't know.
You guys are getting very general, though. There are no specifics that you've realized that, again, that are common between yourself and other females. Like particular things.
You guys keep saying that you like foreplay. I mean, that always like the sex. But you've asked if there's anything specific that you rather to be done to you during the foreplay.
Right. You don't have to say it's you, but you can say what is common between yourself and other females, or even.
Well, I've never had this convo with another female, so I can't speak
Wait,
for
you
anybody.
Wait, talk about everything but that?
Yeah, why would we talk about that?
No, Michelle. The issue that we're having is that we have
very sheltered women.
Two females that are from a very particular class.
Yeah.
Are females that do not go outside of the yard to discuss certain things. So,
girl,
opening
up to the other day.
It's not the
boy, Danny. So I wanted the other day.
Stop it.
I cannot see myself going up and having a conversation with other females.
You know what? I'm not even.
Make your point. Go back to your point, Leo.
Leo.
Good point.
What?
Okay. There are females of higher class in the same class.
This is true.
I don't want to say class. But
we're just similar. We're similar where we're very.
It's just that your social. It's just that your social circles just don't partake in these type of conversations.
They don't entertain that.
Exactly. And because of that, you say that you don't have anything to judge me against. You don't talk to anybody to get information to judge me against. Like, I see when you find information, you don't shock certain things. Then again, that's just my opinion on the matter.
Okay, I see. So it's a lot harder for them to actually be upfront about these things.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. But even though it's human need, to them, they're going such a way that these things are taboo.
I know it's a human need, but it's yours here.
To be honest, I don't think foreplay works all the time, though. So, like how Elle was saying, it's like the appetizer.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they're not gonna always enjoy the appetizer. Sometimes they just want to get to the main, or not even the main course. Sometimes they just want to skip the dessert and go to your bed.
Wait, what is dessert?
Wait.
So there's an appetizer, there's a main course, and then there's dessert.
The dessert
what is the dessert?
Is coming.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you call dessert.
Yes.
The lovey-dovey parts of it.
Then don't go for dinner, just go for dessert and coffee then.
That's what you're saying.
Netflix and
Sometimes
chill.
you take the first 2 courses and go straight to it depends on your mood. And truth be told, females are emotional beings, as much as we are.
And
It
I'll
depends on our mood and
No
what we
shit.
want.
and I'll say it
So it's
again.
super.
We men are not psychic. You're in a mood, and we can't tell what the mood is. And you expect us to know.
That's so annoying, though.
Just imagine how it feels for us.
For
Wait, hold on.
appetizer right now.
Just
I
imagine-
want main course and dessert. Oh no, I had appetizer the other
Well,
day.
fuck you
I
then.
want dessert alone right now. Dessert alone right now. You know, I just don't pay for anything to eat.
Well,
Okay.
to be honest, we don't know. It's not that we don't care, no. And it hurts.
We genuinely do not know.
Hurts when the people like we are. It hurts when they say we have no emotion, or we lack emotional intelligence, or we lack certain things because we not pick up on our feel.
On these hints that you speak of.
Like you would claim to drop hints, and the hints are unrecognizable. Because we don't
No,
like
not unrecognizable. They are completely oblivious.
You need to learn. That's what you need to
Then
do.
give us something to read so we can learn. Give us
Give us a book.
Like a notebook.
Give us-
Notebook
give us-
so they can pick it up.
Ay. Like we're not going to pick up all
Okay,
the time. Right?
prime example. Let's use a prime example. What hint would you use to communicate something to Leo? What hint that he doesn't pick up on?
What things he doesn't pick up on.
Like you want him to do something. What kind of hints do you use? Not directly talking to him. Like what kind of hints do you drop that you think he
Right.
should catch?
Right, let's let it in. Alright, let's so Leo is a chatter. Right? Leo is
A
very
what?
talkative. Leo is very talkative, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And you know we have our moods and sometimes you don't want nobody trouble or acknowledge existence for anybody. Or is that just me?
Continue.
Slow down, you're speaking too fast.
We don't want to acknowledge the existence of anybody around you. Is that just me?
Continue.
Continue.
Really? So for me, alright, fine. And sometimes I don't want to acknowledge anybody's existence. I want to be my own alone time. And then there's Leo, talker, who just, talk. First of all, you must can recognize the look on my face because I always have the same look on my face when you chat too much.
Shit.
But that's all the time.
Well,
Okay.
Wow.
So how would I know when
The difference.
you don't want to talk to you if I talk to you all the time?
and you're not saying no, but you still continue. You're like, oh, sorry. But anyway, yada.
No, I said sorry when you're busy. When I say that you're busy.
No, you said sorry when you look for you. And it's sorry, you must look at the angry scene.
No, but the man literally just said that you have the same face all the time. So
I don't have the same facial expressions.
you don't have a mirror. He's looking at you.
You do.
Daddy, do I have the same facial expression all the time?
You don't show it to her because you don't see her that often.
She's known me longer. She.
I know the look, and I know you don't have it all the time.
Thank you.
Okay.
You have to read the look. You have the calm body look, the leave me alone look,
Here we
the
go.
add interview look.
Here's what you do. Take a picture of the look and write.
Write
what
the
I mean.
description.
I-
Right.
So,
This is the
no,
shut up,
I can't.
Leo. Look at me.
We are having a podcast right now.
Understood.
We can't
See?
use right now.
You see, you don't want, you're not interested in learning the look. And I think that's what the problem is with the guys. It's not that you guys can't. Y'all ain't interested enough.
No. In Leo's defense, he literally just said, take a picture of the looks, write in the description so that he knows.
You think if I'm going to go through them and read them?
Yes. Your pictures of you. I will go through them and read it.
You only certain pictures of me you look through.
But make sure you're using the right looks at the right time.
That's
You have to make sure you're using the right looks at the right time. Because he sees the same looks all the time. So I don't know how varied your facial structure is when it comes down to those. Yeah. We went there. Okay.
I think we need therapy, guys.
Yeah. Without having to spend any money.
They what you call it?
Under the bus.
Yeah, that was throws under the bus.
So apparently, Apparently, our life more interesting.
So let's go over and throw the thing back at.
Stop call Adam and my name, no? But you can't say that.
Oh, God.
Only other man for this conversation.
You mean me?
You have the question. Yes,
No, we
yeah,
asked.
follow-
No,
Yeah.
remember, no. Us as men were very straightforward about what we like and what we want. The only thing I said is that we're not very judgmental when it comes on to what women sometimes lack. So
Yeah,
Then
That's
I
why-
really have a start a fight under my window right now.
on what?
What?
The two cats really just had a start a fight under my window.
Oh, that's you. Oh, I'm like, wait, what? Well, it's them.
That was so random.
That was very random. Anyway, that's why I asked the females, because they are very picky. On average, anyway. And you clearly, even though you haven't shared anything specific, it's very obvious that there are certain kinks that you would prefer when it comes on to the appetizer. I'm afraid to even go to the main course.
Everybody prefers their own thing in appetizer, and everybody likes sweet, salty, or sweet appetizers. We have their
Are
own.
we really going to compare sex to food right now?
Yes,
Are we really doing this?
yes, we are.
I mean,
Some
she
persons
literally
like
said
it soft,
dessert.
some persons like it sweet,
Oh
like
boy.
it's spicy.
Is there any other
Okay.
analogy we could use, maybe? Yeah, any
Yeah.
ideas, Leo?
Let's stick to the food. Y'all say it's a need, food is a need. I say stick to the food.
Food is a need. so you're saying that, well, let me not even say that statement. Moving on.
Don't even dare go there, Mikhail.
Okay. Okay. So you threw yourself under the bus, Danny. Was it worth it, though?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, she didn't really reveal anything shocking.
Yeah.
She said she went with 20 guys. I was like, ooh. But no.
Oh, girl.
Oh, that girl. I was like, ooh. But no, nothing shocking there.
Suspiciously, though, sorry to point this out, but Danny, not Danny, Elle didn't even say how many she's been with.
I said one.
She
One.
did.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
She said I have 300% more experience.
Oh, that's what she meant. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't reading into that too much.
Well, what?
I thought she was
Are you
exaggerating.
Hmm?
You said well, so are you questioning certain things?
No, I'm not saying anything.
Okay. You said well, that's a no wonder.
Why does this
Okay,
remind me of Mr. and Mrs. Smith for some strange reason?
I'm curious to know what are your numbers though?
mean-
Body count, body count.
Body count? It's not going to end well, because then Leo has the answer too.
Well, by law, he doesn't have anything to be afraid of.
By
I
law.
already know the answer to that question. So if you don't want to say it, you don't have to.
Yeah.
No one would believe me if my answer.
What is the typical
No one would
Jamaican
believe your
body
answer.
count, though?
Nobody would believe me.
What's the average? Let me see now. What's the average
Leo, don't do it.
body count for men?
Don't do it.
Me not answer that.
Don't
That's
do
your
it.
question, Michael.
I just love how Mikhail is all for keeping things secret.
Nah.
But
They
the
want
two
us to
girls-
make out and they won't tell us. See? Danny?
Exactly.
What's
Technically, I never me ask a question.
So what's the average body count?
The average body count?
Yes, if
You mean
guys
for
don't-
males?
Yes.
No, for you.
No.
Yeah, let's start with your body count first.
Jesus Christ. Running the numbers.
Right. Please, Sassy.
I'm kidding. It's only been 2.
What?
I love that reaction.
Wow.
You know,
So you said 2?
yeah, you know, I'm not surprised, but based on the conversation we had, where you were talking about, where you said that you had a girlfriend and then you were making out with an ex-girl. So based on that conversation, I'm not surprised that you said 2.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that you could have gotten more, but I know you're the type of disciplined guy that you only restrict. No, he's the type of disciplined guy that would restrict himself to a certain number.
No, I'm just saying that because we are big, but no one wants to talk about you.
Nobody's going to believe me. Nobody's going to believe me.
Okay.
Okay.
Lada dee.
But now wait for it.
Yes.
Let me state how I know the number.
Does it match up to the amount of girlfriends you've had in the past, or is it more?
It's more.
Wow. I respect
Let's
you
Do you
so.
offer?
I respect you so much more now, Leo. Honestly.
Trust me, you're not going to believe the number I gave. You ready for the number?
Let me see. Okay, can I guess first?
Huh?
Can I say guess?
You're taking this in a game?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Guess the body code. Come on around.
I'm gonna go with 24.
What's a specific number?
What you said?
How close am I?
Danny, what's your number?
Over 100.
I'm Danny.
I think that's way too much.
You ready for the right answer?
Who's closer?
Sure.
Alright. So including my lovely L.
What is L?
77.
What?
How much?
77.
Bruh.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa, that is like, okay.
The average partner of Jamaican men will have sex within their lifetime is about 21.
Mm.
Yeah, so what if I say okay?
Then,
Oh my god.
So why would you say over 100? I'm so surprised.
I'm like, you said the coolest one outside.
I went for a decent average. I'm like, okay.
I said over 100 because based on how you've been around, and you know enough.
Dog. You are a dog.
I do apologize that I was a dog. I stopped when I met you. Does it not matter?
It doesn't matter what happened in your past as long as you never revert back to it because I will castrate you.
Okay.
It wasn't even my fault. I just had a lot of cousins that were bad, and them introduced me from it. You know, seventh grade, I have older cousins, and I'm about to say, oh, you terrible. It just kind of started from there.
And then the roller coaster into the figure.
Yeah.
No, I understand that. Yeah, it would have been very easy for me, but as Leo said, I'm just very picky.
Exactly. I wish, to be honest, going back, I wish I waited a lot longer. I wish, if I had a choice, I wish that it was my first.
You know what? You know what pissed me off though?
What?
What really pissed me off is that when I think was what? Because I would have lost mine when I was a month before my 13th birthday because it was over the summer.
Yeah, that's Jamaican men tend to lose them very early, before they're 13.
Yeah. So, but the funny thing with me is that when I actually lost it, I'm like, this was it.
Seriously?
Yeah, I was like that too.
Like this whole everybody make a big deal out of like it would be this great thing, and I'm like, shit, waste it, man. Like I was pissed for like me going into second form. So I was like pissed for like a good.
I took a bit too much.
Yeah.
The entire experience is just.
I thought. To be told, I never really started enjoying it until I reached about 18.
Yeah.
Like the period between, it was just
Doing
blah.
Yeah.
Like
your body
true.
feels weak.
And I think that's what's going on with a lot of Jamaican men, and they just do it because of the hype to say, yo, we go through how much woman and so much,
It doesn't really matter.
And momentum, let me spend momentum to then week too. To say how much money they have, how much money.
If I knew now if I knew then what I knew now,
You would have done this thing differently.
Exactly. I probably
I would be if I knew what I knew then, if I knew now what I knew then, I still say the same thing wrong again. If I knew now, right now, had that knowledge and was able to have it accessible in the past, I would be 26 right now and be a virgin. Because, not gonna lie, the shit wasn't worth it. It gave me a bit of insight.
Yeah, we're in the same age group. Wait a minute.
Stop calling other man my name. You see why I never trusted you when we first met? You see the reason why, nigga?
Oh, God. Uh,
We came from the same group, age group as
wait,
Danny.
wait, you thought I was older?
I thought me and you were the same age.
No, I surprise a lot of people that I'm actually younger than how I appear.
No, you don't look old. You don't look old. You actually look at age. You're so goddamn mature.
Yeah, I get that a lot. I get that a lot. There's a
I thought
point.
even Danny's that old fool.
No, it got really bad to a point where I met up with a friend of mine who's a doctor. Well, she's a doctor now. She got married last year, and when she actually found out my age, I think I was 23,
You never tell
24 at
me
the
your
time.
age, 20 something.
20 something at the time. I'm 20 something now, but anyway. When I met up with her and actually told her I don't know how the conversation even turned out that. I told her my age in passing, and she's like, "But you act so mature. I thought you were like one of the older ones in our group." I'm like, "No, I'm literally the youngest." My mind is just different. Yeah, my mind is just different. I don't feel like my age. I've said that a lot. I don't feel like my age.
I get that too.
Yeah.
I have been called somebody's father several times.
I feel like I've gone through a bit of lifetime.
So does anybody regret having? Well, I know Mikhail just said you'd still be a virgin now.
Yeah, because it wasn't worth it. The only good thing I got out of the only good thing that I say that I got over it was perspective, because it's kind of hard to talk to somebody, which again it kind of leads to the fact that all of our person just do it habitually and sometimes out of ego and hype. It gives me a certain perspective so that I can actually understand why people will go that far, and a lot of people even talk to me about certain things. Really
Yeah, don't regret it.
I would not change the action, because if I did change the action, I would be changing who I am now.
Yes. All right.
You always tell somebody you regretted as well too, right?
Yeah, if I knew what I knew.
You said this already.
Here's the thing. I'm not sure if I would be the same person if I didn't do all of that.
Yeah.
I think my personality, the confidence personality came from all of that. All of that. So I'm not sure if my personality would change or be a different person. But if I knew for a fact that I'll be the same person I am today,
You change it.
I probably have 3 to 5 persons on my list.
I would highly recommend waiting. If I was
No, but
advice like a person, I would highly recommend waiting. Let's say don't follow the eyes.
yeah, but that's the problem. No, to recommend it is great. I mean, I can recommend to somebody that you need to get a credit card, to fix your credit score, or you need to actually create your credit history. It's good advice, but a lot of people are just, no, I don't think I want to do that. No, I don't feel like doing that. No, and then years pass by, they want to take a loan, and they're like, oh, why are my interest rates so high? Why is this mortgage loan so high? And then they realize, oh crap, I should have done X all those years ago.
I wouldn't tell anybody to wait. I'd say let it happen when it happens. Because what age are you going to tell them to wait for? When they get married? Suppose they never get married.
No, it's not an age, It's
So what are you waiting for?
Maturity.
For someone. All right,
I don't think this.
All right, here's one thing I realized. All right, sorry. Let me just finish this real quick. Here's one thing that I realized, and I even spoke to this about a friend of mine a couple years ago, that he made a mistake when he came onto his relationship. He made his partner the entire center of his life. And once that center was gone, just like the sun, if one day removed from our solar system, everything collapses, everything goes dark, everything just becomes an abyss of coldness. So I think what people should do is that they should really, really focus, literally set out a campaign of setting up themselves, figuring out who they are, what they're about. Just get yourself to a means of, you're not going to be complete as a person, because you're always changing, you're always evolving, you're always advancing. But you need to get to a place where you are so together, so comfortable with yourself that once you have someone in your life now, you can properly appreciate them, and you can grow a lot better. So I can understand from even religious standpoints why persons say it is better for you to abstain and wait until marriage, because there's a lot of emotional baggage when it comes on to sexual intercourse, both pre and post marital, right? And
that doesn't mean the baggage won't be there when you get married.
I didn't say that, but a lot of times there is, because you get to realize that, all right, you would have a female, for example, who she sleeps around with a lot of guys, so she doesn't produce a particular emotional bond with these men. And so when she actually finds someone decent now, she's unable to properly build a bond with this person. The person is ideal for this person, but because of what she's gone through and how she's perceived men as just a sexual outlet, she's unable to connect with this person. And then you reach points where women grow older in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and they are regretful because they...
I think that's a general statement. I don't think that applies to everybody.
I did say it as a general statement. I never said it was for everybody. I'm just using an example just to bring my point across.
I think that was trying to make a point now before we got her.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, because I'm saying maturity don't just come without experience, and if you haven't had sex, you can't be sexually mature.
Yeah, but a lot of people who have sex and are still immature. So is it the action of the sex that makes them mature, or the understanding of what it is?
No, but you're talking about growth in a way like it must come before you have sex, and I'm saying that might not be the case.
No, it doesn't have to. That's why I said that you're never going to be complete as a person. You're going to continue to evolve and grow. I said that.
Okay.
It's just that you have to reach a particular point in your life where you come to an understanding of who you are and what you want to finish off in your life. That's why.
Yeah, I think it's very important when you're doing that decision. Is first of all, don't do it for the hype, or do it just because you know say I have to do it because I'm a man, or I want to become man, or more, you know that kind of belief that Jamaicans have.
Yeah, it's a very short-term way of thinking. Think long-term.
Yeah. Because truth be told, it not runway. It not runway.
It not runway.
And it not runway.
People think
and most people not remember how it was with whoever them had the first time. With truth be told.
I remember my first.
Or you might most people regret it.
Everybody remembers their first.
Some people regret it. Some people just don't want to think about it. There's so many different factors to take in.
Yeah.
One important thing is not to run it down for the hype or for the title or whatever it is that comes with it. Why most Jamaican boys do it before them ready. Do it because you are sure in yourself that alright. I think for the four of us, well, I don't know about the four of us, but at least for me and Danny,
okay.
It was a decision.
I feel hurt.
Very.
It was a decision. I don't know what them two are.
A decision.
It was a decision within ourselves. Okay,
really?
It's not like was it?
Wait. So hold on. Pause. So we did not decide. I'm confused.
You got raped?
Apparently.
It's something that was premeditated, I believe.
No, you just said that even you as females, you love to go with the flow and you love to what's the term that you used at one point? That you just
That's about the first time,
Yeah, but how many people plan their first time? Let's be serious though.
What do you mean? You don't must plan your first time. You think it just happens, so?
Yes.
Really, some people get trapped in the east at the moment.
Exactly. Things.
Again, remember the social services girls walk. These are not normal females.
I keep forgetting. I don't know why.
I'm not saying that the east at the moment can't happen, but I would.
Wait, you defend your first time?
That's what I asked. Was it planned?
Premeditated in some sort of way.
It was premeditated.
Yes, it was. I mean, obviously, that was a possibility.
No. Hold on. Did you plan it? Yes or no?
It was a possibility. I wouldn't go through it if I wasn't sure, right? If it did go through if I wasn't sure, then that would have constitute rape.
Okay.
You're not going to be sure. That's to get consent. You're sitting here, so that's different.
You can give consent.
Not being sure.
Exactly.
That's why the phone fluffed in the face a while ago. It was a possibility. It was something that was discussed even up to before, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. That were you? Okay. I guess we're Danny then.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Huh?
But like I'm saying,
I'm so confused right now.
No, you're not the only one.
okay. I'm not saying that it can't happen in the heat of the moment, but you know.
All right. But
At
Danny.
some point, you must think that all right, I'm getting these urges and these feelings.
Uh-huh.
You know, think about it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What you want to do, something that you really want to do, and if it's not something you're not ready for, trying to find yourself in them circumstances. But you know you can feel uncomfortable or whatever.
Regretful.
There's a lot of people them yard. Them boy pick me alone if you know so you're not ready for certain things.
Mm.
I just wanted to watch a movie today. Just wanted to watch a
No,
movie.
you did not miss that.
I love it. This is good. Nigga just wanted to Netflix, not chill.
Here's a sad truth in my view. If you're corrupt and you're gonna make the country rich, if you want to keep some prosperity you yard make, sure, why not? Just don't be corrupt when the country is dirt poor and you rob the crumbs or the cookie jar.